Okay, today I'm going to talk about the work that I've been doing today because of my promise that I'll be posting a video every single day about the progress that I've done at work. And for the reasons why I just go and check on that video. But anyways, basically today I'm actually helping out with my brother's homework. And I'm in year 12, if you don't know. So I'm in my last year of school. And my brother's in year 11. And I'm helping out with my brother's work, like a practice test at home that my school gave him. Because I could actually kind of see where I'm at with my skills that I learned at school. No offense to my teachers at school, but my teachers are the worst teachers ever. They suck so bad. I could just learn from the textbook and learn from my sister 10 times better than the stupid teachers that teach me at school. But anyways, explains why I'm not good at maths anymore because of the stuff that they did. But anyways, I'm gonna show you an example of what the questions are like for the year 11 exam. Everyone thought the Australian maths tests were easy as F. Maybe they are easier compared to Asian tests, but yeah, let's just look at this. Alright, this is the first question that I've recently just finished. Still have another 28 more questions to do. But anyways, over here it shows the equation of a circle. The equation of a circle is usually in the form of x squared, like the most basic formula, the very basic formula is x squared plus y squared equal to r squared. What I mean by basic formula is, without all the other complicated things that make the equation look more complicated. But, yeah, so for example, for a parabola is always an x squared, yeah? It's always raised to the power of 2. But there's all these other things that make a parabola much more complicated, yeah? But we look at the most basic formulas in its most simplest form, where it starts at the origin. And for a parabola, that's y is equal to x squared. The same thing goes for what I just said. But over here, this is the general formula of the equation of a circle with all the other stuff, factors or whatever, that changes the equation. So, as you can see, there's a minus a next to x and it becomes squared, and there's a minus b next to y and it also becomes squared. This is what shifts the circle from the origin, because the most basic formula always starts at the origin, always. So this question over here, yeah, it looks really easy, it looks very easy, but guess what, it gets a bit complicated. The value of a and b is equal to the value of the x point. So for a, it represents the shift of the circle in the x-axis, yeah? So it's all about the x values. For y, b represents the shifts of the shifting of the circle in the y-axis, so it's all about the y values, because it changes the y values. This is where it gets complicated. A is equal to the point of x. Yeah? Do you know what I mean by that? To whatever the x value, the point of the x value is. Yeah? What I mean by that is that if the center lies where if the center of the circle is for the x coordinates a2, that means a is also equal to 2. And I'll tell you why. It's because a, there's already a negative sign in front of it, but you're only substituting a, you're not substituting negative a. If you put a positive value of a in it, if you put a positive value of a, x, it still remains as x minus a. Yeah, a represents any value, and whenever x is being minused by something, what happens is that it shifts to the right towards the positive values. So it's pretty hard to explain, but yeah, the same thing goes for y as well. If you put a positive value of b in it, what happens? What happens is that it becomes y minus something, and this is the new thing that you have to learn about. If the negative sign still remains, apparently you have to make the graph move up if there's a negative sign and the negative sign still remains. That's the new part. If it turns into a positive sign because b is a negative value, then you have to shift the graph down. And it will make sense if you write it on your own. It actually does. But yeah. So that's done with that example. Oh my god, I spent that much time on that. Okay. Thank you, Facebook. Oh my god, how annoying. Okay. This question F. The square root of 7 minus 3 over the square root of 7 plus 3 is equal to a plus the square root of b. I'll tell you the very basics of how to solve this. This looks like, if you haven't ever done this before and you solve it on your first try, I would congratulate you a lot, because it literally took me, I think, 3 attempts to actually solve the first part of the question. Yeah. And it also took me another 3 attempts to solve the second part of the question. What you have to do is that on the left-hand side, alright, in maths, you always write stuff. Left-hand side is equal to this, or right-hand side is equal to this, because sometimes you actually, in an equation, you actually have to simplify one side of the equation. You have to simplify it. And then